So you're probably wondering, where's the Shadow Ho-Oh raids? I'll be perfectly honest with you guys. I fell asleep for it, I'll be honest. I was super tired. When I woke up, it was like 3:15 p.m. And I was like, there's no way I was going to take a shower, brush my teeth, get dressed, and then just to go out just to do what? Maybe 30 minutes of raids where I may not or may get a shiny. Not to mention, I got 2 shiny Ho-Ohs the night prior due to remote raids, which was, again, a great decision on their part. But at the end of the day, I was like, nah, I'm straight. So I just stayed home and slept, I'll be honest. So, what's this video's about then? It's about the tour pass and how people agree with it, like it rather, and how people disagree with it and don't like it. So that's what this is about right here. So with all that said, let's get on with this video. Alright, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. It's the boy True Inferno. Today's day is Monday, January the 20th. I actually lost my train of thought. I forgot what today's month was, like the current month. I almost forgot. So today's actually Martin Luther King's birthday, Martin Luther King's day. So there's that. Now, let's get on with this video, shall we? So, going through the announcement, which was made, what, a week ago, something like that, I look at the replies to the announcement, and it got mixed reviews. It got mixed reviews. But what I want to remind people of is this. It got mixed reviews from people who makes up, I'ma guess and say, no more than 30% of players who play Pokemon Go, which is the minimum. The majority of people who play this game are not the people who are online on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, who be watching YouTube videos such as my own and Trainer Tips and Mystic Sevens, and no, they not online like that. The majority of players are the offline communities, and I talked about this before in past videos rather. There are 2 communities within Pokemon Go outside of the PvP community, that is. The online community, which is the minority, which is ironic enough because of, but you get the point. And the offline community, which are the majority of Pokemon Go players. So, the fact that this announcement, the Tour Pass and the Tour Pass Deluxe got mixed reviews from the online community, meaning, I ain't gonna say half. I don't know what the percentage of people who liked it based on the Twitter response, but I want to say that about like 65% of those who responded to Twitter didn't like it. But again, y'all just the minority. So it's really gonna be the majority that's gonna determine whether this is a good idea or not. But let's talk about this real quick, shall we? So some of the things I will be critical about the Tour Pass, more so the Deluxe, is this. That $15 price tag. And let me read what was said about the Tour Pass Deluxe real quick. So in terms of what we're getting. So we're looking at an encounter with the mystical Pokemon Victini, and if memory serves correct, I believe we just gonna get this right off the jump, like right off the front, right there. We don't have to do a lot of stuff to get this. It's gonna be right there in the middle, like not in the middle, but like right near the beginning of the Tour Pass Deluxe. So there's that. We're gonna get encounters with event-themed Pokemon. We're gonna get an event-themed avatar item, just one by the way, apparently, just one lucky trinket, and more. And that's the thing that I want to talk about. That's all that they gave us, and they want us to pay $15 for this Tour Pass Deluxe. And I'm like, why should we do that? You haven't given us a lot of information in terms of what we'll be getting for $15. And that's the thing about Niantic when it comes to them offering the tickets that cost money, whatever the case may be. So, while this ain't often talked about because of the fact that the tickets normally cost $1 or $2 or even $5 and stuff like that. So yeah, stuff like that we can let slide in terms of, oh, you get this ticket to get $5, here's what you're getting. This, and more. And it's like, what's the and more part? So, we can let that slide. Granted, we have seen them, charge tickets that cost $8, whatever the case may be. So, it is what it is. They may have given more info in terms of what we be getting for $8, but whatever, so be it. And then the stuff that's cost $2 to $5, whatever, so be it. It's for us in America, that is chump change. Now, if you were to convert that to any other country, I can't speak on that because I don't know. But we're talking $15 here. Now, am I saying that $15 is crazy expensive? In general, no. But for a mobile game, it kind of is. It kind of is. So for $15, we need to know exactly what are we getting for this $15 instead of us guessing to see whether or not it's worth it or not. Because if we pay $15 for crap, we're gonna be pissed. We're gonna be really, really pissed. So that's why I don't like this whole and more stuff. Now, some people may say, well, wait a minute, Victini and the Lucky Trinket alone are worth $15. I just seen one person say that, I'm not gonna say who it is. And I'm like, it depends on who you're talking to. So for example, myself, I already got a Victini. And not only do I not already have a Victini, I have a Victini that have 98% IVs. 14, 15, 15. I don't like the fact that the attacks are at 14, but I got a pretty good Victini. So for somebody like me, why would I need another one whose IVs are going to be crappier than that unless I somehow miraculously get a better 98% IV or even a hundo? But outside of that, why would I pay $15 for another Victini that's going to have crappier IVs? So, and I seen somebody on Twitter, somebody posted that they have a hundo. Why would they get another Victini when they have a hundo? It's not like they're gonna get two hundos, because at that point there's nowhere for them to go but down. Same for me. There's nowhere for me to go, but for the most part that is, but down in terms of the Victini's IVs. So it's like, why would I pay $15 just to get a crappy Victini? So it's like, that made no sense to me. And the encounters with event-themed Pokemon. So remember, this is Gold Tour. So we talk about anything that happened between the the in-person versions, because you know there's two of them, all the way up to the global versions. So everything in between. So I'm assuming that we talking spawns that will be appearing at all these Gold Tours events. And I'm like, event-themed Pokemon, it better not be the bare minimum. So like, whatever shiny that has it, I don't remember what the roster of these spawns would be, but I hope it's not the crappiest of the crap in terms of the Pokemon that are scheduled and advertised to appear at Gold Tour, whether it's in person and global. It better not be the crappiest of the crap that appears throughout the Gold Tour Deluxe, because again, if that's the case, a lot of people are going to be pissed. So there's that. And then we'll get on to one Lucky Trinket, later on in the video. And then we talk about an event-themed avatar item. So my thing is this: the avatar items, to me, I don't care what it is. None of them are worth, in my opinion, none of them are worth $5. None of them, because it's not like they're gonna make you do raids better. It's not like they're gonna help you out in PvP. It's not like they're gonna help you out with max battles. They're just there to make your character look good, if that's even possible. So that's not worth $5, then that's certainly not worth $15, or even, anything like that. So there's that. Now, the Lucky Trinket. We'll get more of that later on. So I don't like the fact that it's $15. Now, some people may say, well, most battle passes are $10, whatever the case may be. And after doing some research, I'm here to tell you that that notion is actually incorrect. It's actually incorrect. Because I have seen some people say battle passes ranges from $5 to $30. So while for a Pokemon Go game, $15 is high, it is indeed high, it's not the most expensive thing out there. It's not even close to being the most expensive thing out there in terms of battle passes. And so, what, in my opinion, the Tour Pass Deluxe, if they want to go with this notion of, oh, we're not going to reveal everything you're getting with that, it should be $10. It should be $10. It should not be more than $10. Because at that point, we could probably look at Victini and say, okay, another Victini, or a Victini that I'm finally going to be able to get because I'm a newer player, whatever the case may be, that's worth $5. The Lucky Trinket is worth $5. And then everything else, because we don't know where everything else will be, we can just leave that up to the imagination, whatever the case may be. So now you probably say, well, shouldn't they have value as well? And then in that case, we can say Victini is actually $3. And then the Lucky Trinket is worth $5. And then everything else, I don't care what it is, because we don't know what it is. Everything else is worth $2 because we don't know what it is. You ain't sharing with us what it is, so the unknown factor is only worth $2. But well, $15 is not the end of the world, but it is high. It is high, so like I said, it should be $10. So that's all the issues that I have with the Tour Pass Deluxe. Now let's talk about some of the things that people complained about that I have no issues with, and one of them being the lucky trinket. So people are saying that, yo, this thing expires, and at first I was like, yeah, it shouldn't expire, but after thinking about it, here's the thing. People are not being smart when it comes to this lucky trinket. As of me recording this video, and as of me dropping this video, it is January the 20th. It is January the 20th. So what does that mean? That means you have from now until March the 9th, which is over a month from now. We talk about a month and a half pretty much, for you to decide, who do I want to use this lucky trinkets on? I mean, you don't need to have the item to think about this. Like, you don't need to have the item to contact people to say, yo, should I use this item on you? Should I use this item on you? You don't need to have the item just to think about this. So in this case, you need to just think about right here, right now, who do you want to use this lucky trinket on? And then once you get the item, you use it right there. And it's not like once you use the lucky trinket on whoever it is that you use it on, it's not like, oh, there's a time limit on how long y'all be lucky friends. No, y'all stay lucky friends until y'all make y'all lucky trade. So the fact that the lucky trinket expires, first I had an issue with it, but after thinking about it, I'm like, bro, we have a month and a half to decide who to use this lucky trinket on. So it's like, bro, stop complaining and y'all need to think who you want to use this lucky trinket on. So once you get it, you use it, and then that's it. You don't have to worry about anything after that. Why? Because again, once you use the lucky trinket on that person and you become lucky friends with that person, there's no time limit on how long you have to make that lucky trade. No, you're lucky friends with that person until you eventually make that lucky trade with them, which could take a month, could take a year, whatever the case may be. You're going to remain lucky friends with that person for as long as the two of you play Pokemon Go, for as long as the two of you live, for as long as the two of you keep your accounts active until you make the lucky trade. So I have no problems that the lucky trinket expires 2 weeks after the Tour Pass Deluxe enters the game, because again, we have plenty of time to decide who to use the lucky trinket on. So I have no problem with that, not at all. And here's the thing, people actually complained about the fact that Pokemon Go are actually getting a battle pass in the form of a tour pass. So here's the thing about this, right? We don't know at this moment in time. We don't know what the future holds in terms of the whole battle pass scenario. But see how this is a tour pass, and tour pass is like in conjunction with Pokemon Go Tour, which is a once a year thing. It's not like we're gonna be seeing this every week, every month, every quarter. We may see this every year, once a year in terms of Go Tour, but that's the thing. That's it. We only gonna see this once a year. It's not like gonna be an everyday thing where you have to take part in this battle pass or whatever the case may be. Now, granted, there could be a Pokemon Go Fest pass or something like that, so we could see that. There could be a Safari Zone pass, so we could see that. There could be a City Safari pass, so we could see that as well. Or they could just flat out bring in a battle pass into the game. And here's the thing that people need to realize. Guys, I've seen somebody complain about the fact that the tour pass even exists, and not the deluxe version. We talk about the free version. There's a free version, folks, but yet people are complaining about it. And I'm like, y'all complaining about free stuff? Like, it's one thing to criticize it, because if they like, oh, we go give you this for free, but it's crap, or it don't work, or you have some type of issue with it, that's one thing. But to complain that it even exists and you didn't even mess with it, yeah, I'm like, bro, is something wrong with your head? Like, do you need your head examined? That makes no sense. Why are you complaining about free stuff? That makes no sense to me. And on that note, for those who, obviously, like I said, I talked about the Tour Pass Deluxe, and I criticized it already. So in terms of whether or not you should get this, it's completely up to you. It's completely up to you. There's some people who don't even want to see it in the game, and I'm like, well, then don't buy it. Just mess with the free one if you want. Mess with the free one. Don't mess with the free one. It's on you. So, but to say, oh, the Tour Pass, not the Deluxe, but the original should be in the game, I'm like, it's free. Like, what is wrong with you? Like I don't get that notion. So It's just, like, to me, people mentality is just way off if they complain about free stuff. To me, that just make no sense to me. Again, if the tour pass sucks, we can criticize it, but we can't really go off on it. Why? Because it's free. It's free. The deluxe, that's a different story, because they want us to pay a lot of money for that, you know, based off of a mobile game. But the original one is free. Like, I don't get the whole notion of complaining about it. So, on that note, let's talk about battle passes, because there's some people complaining about battle passes in general, and I'm not gonna get into it that much because the games that I play normally don't have battle passes. The only exception to that is like Pokemon Unite, because they do have a battle pass, and depending on what you're getting, like in terms of the outfits and stuff like that, yeah, I would actually pay for it. But if there's something that I don't like, I'm not paying for it. It's that simple. So either you like it, you pay for it, or you don't like it, and you leave it alone. I mean, it is what it is. And here's the thing that people, and then I see somebody say that everything in Pokemon Go should be free. And I'm like, you are aware that this is a business, right? That this is a free-to-play game, and people tend to forget that. Because if you asking a free-to-play game to do stuff for free, that game is not going to be around. It's not going to be in service. They're going to close it down because there's not money being poured into that game. You need money to pour into the game in order for the game to remain, to exist. And without money to pour into the game, it's not going to exist. So I'm like, the notion of, oh, everything in Pokemon Go should be free. I'm like, again, you need your head examined, because without money coming into the game can't exist. So that idea is just blasphemous, and you should not be taken seriously when it comes to opinions and giving your thoughts and stuff like that. So there's that. Now, in terms of the Tour Pass Deluxe, again, I don't totally agree with it, at all, because of the whole price, the price scenario. Again, it should be $10. I don't like the fact that they don't tell us up front what's all in it. But at the same time, I said this before, I say this again, the fact that it's $15, either you can get it or you can pass on it. That's it. Either you can get it or you can pass on it. Because again, there are worse stuff out there. For example, I believe Hearthstone got a battle pass. I'm not familiar with Hearthstone. I don't know if that's a free-to-play game or not. I don't know. But their battle pass is $30. It's double this. Based on what I saw on Reddit. It's double this. And again, we got to compare, because even though it's a mobile game, but it's still a video game. Whether you like it or not, whether you want to admit it or not, it's still a video game. So you got games out there like NBA 2K that charging $70, and they charging microtransactions where they charging $20, $50, $100 for stuff on top of the $70 you play. You paid just to play the game. And now I want to bring some news to you guys. The word is Grand Theft Auto 6. They think they're charging between $80 to $100 for that game. And we talking about Grand Theft Auto, who is like one of the biggest games when it comes to microtransactions. So you talk about paying $80 to $100 to play a game, and they gotta pay extra for microtransactions. So I'm like, bruh, do you not see the backwards logic here? Y'all complaining about a free-to-play game, charging money like $2 to $5 for these tickets, whether justified or not in terms of what you're getting. That's another story for another day. But there's worse stuff out there. There's so much worse stuff out there. And the most hypocritical part about it is some of you guys are taking part in it. Like, if any of you guys are playing NBA 2K, Grand Theft Auto 5, you plan on getting Grand Theft Auto 6, you playing Madden, you playing FIFA, you playing all these other games where you have to pay $60, $70, $80 just to play it, and then you actually get in the microtransactions, you should not have the liberty to give an opinion on a free-to-play game that charges microtransactions. Like, you really shouldn't. You are the pure definition of being a hypocrite. And your opinions on this matter should not be taken seriously, and you shouldn't really be giving it. That's how I feel about that. Again, if you're paying $70 to $100 to play a game, and then at the same time, you're paying the microtransactions that are a part of that game, you should not be even criticizing any mobile game, any free-to-play game that wants to charge microtransactions. You shouldn't. Your logic is off. Your logic is terrible. And it makes me wonder, are you even insane? Like, do you have any common sense? Because that just makes no sense to me. So, bottom line is this. The Tour Pass Deluxe should be $10. And actually, there's one thing I forgot about that, and that is this. The Victini not even shiny. Now, okay. Well, I would prefer if the Victini was shiny. I think the Victini should be shiny because this is the second time Victini has come into the game. But at the same time, remember, Pokemon Go and the Pokemon in Pokemon Go, Niantic don't own that. That's the Pokemon Company. So when they came up with the whole Tour Pass and Tour Pass Deluxe fiasco, here's an idea, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe Niantic wanted to include shiny Victini, but the Pokemon Company said no. It's not time for that yet. So that's another possibility that could have happened in terms of why we're not getting the shiny Victini. Maybe because the Pokemon Company said no. So have y'all even thought about that? Because remember, Niantic do not own Pokemon. They won the game, but the Pokemon Companies own Pokemon. So anything involving Pokemon have to go through them first. So who to say, again, I'm not saying I don't know, but who's to say that the Pokemon Company told Niantic, no, do not include shiny Victini with the Tour Pass Deluxe. Give them the regular Victini again. Who's to say that that isn't the case? So keep that in mind. So overall, bottom line is this. Would I be getting the Tour Pass Deluxe? Yeah, because, you know, that's my job. I'm going to actually bring this to you guys in terms of like how it works, how it goes, stuff like that. I'm not getting the plus 10, which costs $20, because I want to actually do this from start to finish, assuming that there is a finish. So I will be grinding this out until it expires. So I will bring that to you guys so you can see how this goes, how this works and stuff like that. So I'll be the sacrificial lamb here. But if I was you guys, it really varies. It's up to you. If you already have a Victini that have good IVs and you're not worried about having lucky friends, don't get this. Don't get this. If you don't have a Victini, or if your Victini sucks and you want more lucky friends, then yeah, go ahead and get this. But I would still say wait to see what the other rewards are. And luckily we talk about guinea pigs like myself. We have folks in New Zealand, folks in Australia, folks in Japan. Y'all can go over there, watch their live stream, see how things look. Leaked up, we probably have something out already. So you can easily do your research before this joint hit the Western Hemisphere and go from there. But for those of you who are in the Eastern Hemisphere, I mean, I don't know what to say. I don't know what advice I can give you guys. So unfortunately, it is what it is with that. So there you go with that. Now, if you reached this part of the video, leave in the comment section below passes. If you wish this part of the video, leave in the comment section below passes. And at the very end, you should see two cards. One of them would be the last thing that I drop, and the other one would be something that YouTube recommends. Make sure you check out both of them. And I'm gonna call it a wrap now. So with all that said, y'all know this boy New J Gatsby, aka New Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah. Subscribe. Thanks, man. Do it. After you subscribe to the channel, make sure you click the bell icon so you never miss a new video or a live stream ever again. Thanks, guys.
Blue is the trainer, articulating paint. With my tongue, I done things that people said I can't. Now they rank 'em with the elite, but it's for the people, and victory is part of defeat. Cause when you get back on your feet, then you try again. Learn from mistakes, show 'em that I got what it takes, and I'm dying to win. I'ma hit and move away.